He says the movement will, quote, burn down the system if it fails to achieve meaningful change. Take a listen.
This country is built upon violence. What was the American Revolution? What's our diplomacy across the globe? We go in and we blow up countries and we replace their leaders with leaders who we like. So for any American to accuse us of being violent, it's extremely hypocritical. We're talking about self-defense. We're talking about 4 or 5 police officers choking someone to death and someone from the community having the training to intervene effectively. We're talking about saving lives. Nobody's talking about ambushing police officers. We're talking about protecting lives. And there's nothing more American than that.
So Lawrence, I thought that this was a really insightful interview because as I see more and more places put up signs that say Black Lives Matter and different groups and even schools and stuff advocate for them, I feel like they see the slogan, which is Black Lives Matter, and obviously they do. So, you say, yes, this is a banner to put up, but I feel like perhaps they don't realize that the group seems to advocate for violence, justifying it with that argument that you just heard right there. What do you make of that?
Well, I think it's important to make the distinction between the group and the people that are on the ground that are saying Black Lives Matter. It's totally different. There's really no hierarchy within the movement. And so you have, you can go to their website, they have their ideology, and then you have the people that are on the ground that just want justice for Black Americans. He was brought into prominence here lately for his comments on Val Demings, who's being considered to be Joe Biden's pick for VP. And he had a quote. He said that he did not want Val Demings, who's Black, to be considered for the VP spot because if you're Black and you become a police officer, you are no longer Black, literally quote, you become blue. So this is his ideology. This is that Marxist group ideology. This is not what the people are saying on the ground that just want liberty and equal justice under the law. I think it's important for us to make those two distinctions.
But how can we make that distinction when he calls himself the chairman of the Greater New York Area Black Lives Matter group?
Well,
he says he's in charge.
Right. There's no hierarchy.
Yeah.
I can say, hey, I'm Black Lives Matter Fox News. There's no real organizational structure. There's so many people that just put Black Lives Matter on their stuff, and then it becomes their organization. There's no real process.
Marie, I guess I'm confused. I don't know how he